So I want to, now that you've laid bare your what you call it, a shawl collar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great segue, and I love
Don't wear
segues.
this with khaki pants though. It'll make you look too like Mr. Rogers, unless you can really pull that off.
That's a
You
great.
got you got to rock it with some jeans, some boots or something. I don't mind looking like Mr. Rogers. I mean,
Oh, I grew up on him
I
too.
try to make that look okay.
So that kind of leads me into this our new pieces segment. So phasing into that, this is what you sent me for new pieces.
Got that. I own that right there.
And I have to talk about this.
All right, talk about
I feel like, well, I have to hear you talk about it. Because I can definitely see that this is you. Like
I'm in that.
This is what you're graduating into.
That's me.
And I respect it. I don't know. Well, let's see what the model.
Can you click on? Yeah, those are nice details right there.
See, I think they had you at wool hunting blazer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, the whole when I found it, I was looking for a wool coat because I don't have one. I didn't have one.
So when you typed in Google and hunting blazer come up, you were like, boom, that's me.
No, I didn't type in the hunting blazer thing. It was like wool blazer.
But it returned a hunting blazer. It yielded hunting blazer in your search for wool coat.
Well, actually, that whole hunting thing was kind of a turnoff for me because none of these dudes that are buying from the site, I don't know. A lot of them, it's not supposed to be a real hunting coat.
Nobody's hunting in.
Nobody's hunting in it, even though it does have the flap in the pocket that goes across the entire back where you put small game in.
Oh, that's Flint and Tinder. It's not Huckberry.
Yeah, sorry, it's Flint and Tinder. Got it on Huckberry, but there's a flap that goes in the back, so it's built like the traditional hunting vest. But that's all they're saying. It's really a stylish vest.
Can I raise my hand?
Go ahead, you done did it.
May I interject? What tangent? We can come back to it. We can put a pin in it if we want. What is Huckberry? What are they a distributor? Are they simply an online distributor? That's my question.
Well, they have some things I believe they have their own brand though, don't they? Some things are produced by Huckberry.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't searched their site deep enough yet to find out.
Yeah, I think so.
We will shop Huckberry for one of our segments soon.
Yeah.
But so far, I haven't seen anything they slam me with emails. I mean, I was getting 3 a day the entire holiday weekend.
Yeah, I think some of their brands are owned by Huckberry. It's a Huckberry brand.
Oh, they have a family of brands then?
I think so, but
I
could be lying up all over this podcast.
I think that they're just distributing other brands.
Okay. I don't know for sure.
That's the way they come across.
Yeah.
Because unless you're like a huge retailer, you can't really own a portfolio of brands. And Huckberry hasn't been around long enough to have some huge portfolio the way that.
I don't know how long they've been around. I just happened across them like 2 years ago. Actually, that's where I happened across them when I was looking for a wool blazer. And so I would just type in, top of Google, shopping. Go to the shopping tab and just keep on scrolling until something looked up. And I click on it. It takes me to Huckberry, and then you start to look around like, man, they got a lot of good stuff. They got a lot of. It's nice looking stuff.
Yeah. They catch my eye for sure, but
it's geared towards a certain type of dude, kind of like me that likes a little bit stuff that's like nice but rugged. They're honed in on that rugged look, but it's nice.
Well,
it's fashionable.
Not just tweed, but bourbon tweed.
Yeah, bourbon tweed. They got to throw in the bourbon as a sales,
for two honeys.
It's kind of like how Sherwin-Williams names all their paints.
Yeah.
There's one person who specifically names trigger the buyer.
Oh, there's a room full of people coming up with those.
Oh yeah, the names trigger the buyer, right? And there's a whole reason why they're named the way. It's the same here. They wouldn't just call that wool hunting blazer in brown.
So
it's got to be bourbon.
Tell me why this is a hunting blazer again.
I think it's just set up like the old school blazers that you used to wear.
I see some mesh pockets here.
Yeah, you got some.
Those are trusty.
Those aren't mesh. That's corduroy.
Oh,
so all the accents are corduroy on it.
It is cord, okay.
So me being a short guy, my short T-Rex arms, I got to roll the sleeves down at the end. And what do you find when you roll the sleeves? The cuffs are corduroy. So I leave them back like that.
Okay.
And it looks sharp because then it goes with the little corduroy piece at the pocket and the flap going down the side.
Does it?
It's sharp, man. It's sharp.
Okay. Ooh, now
it's not too thick though. It's unlined. I mean, it's just but.
I hate to admit this because I'm not really a collar pop guy, but that does look sharp with that collar popped.
It stays up, brother.
Does it stay?
Stays up on me. No, most time I don't do the collar pop unless it's like a 3/4, like a quarter zip.
Oh, I see your cuff lining there.
Yeah, if it's a quarter zip like sweater or something, it always stays up, but not on my jackets. I don't roll around with my jackets flipped up. But this one it does because it doesn't come up too high and it looks good. It doesn't look like you're trying too hard. It looks natural. It looks sharp. I should have worn it up in here. I wore it yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Should have worn it today.
Well, I would like to see you in that. I think you should have worn it to the show today.
You probably seen me in that a bunch of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So wool hunting blazer.
If it's cold out, I'll wear it next time. Everybody can see it. Fashion show on air.
The bourbon tweed.
Now it looks like they're not gonna. That's probably not gonna come back. It's probably sold out. I was sold out right now. It says notify when back in stock, but who knows if that thing's ever gonna come back? I don't know.
Hey, if they hear us talking about it, they might.
Yeah, it needs to come back because it's sharp. I like it. Look, it came out better than what I thought it was gonna fit like. So
I feel like this is so the reason I tied this to our previous little news piece about your cardigan there is that this feels very much more cardigan-y. Cardigan-ish.
It's not sweater at all.
Cardigan-ish.
It's not sweater at all. Mm-mm.
Cardigan-ish.
Cardigan-ish. You coining that or something? You trying to get that to stick?
I don't know. Should it?
No. No.
But I don't know. On the model here, it feels kind of not slouchy, but just look how see how the pocket droops there? Like a cardigan's pocket would droop if it at the waistline there.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing about you go look at Grayers or some, company like that. They're trying to get a lot of people are trying to get away from like the padded suits, the padded blazers that have all the structure to them, right? That keep that crisp line. It needs to look very casual, but it's still a blazer.
Yeah.
So you can kind of dress it up when you want to dress it up, or you can it's super casual if you need it to be super casual.
But
so that's why they're doing that.
Is a blazer if it doesn't have the shoulder structure?
Yes.
I don't know that it can be both. I don't know that it can be both.
I think that shoulder structure thing, I'm gonna have to dive into like clothing history because all these coats and blazers like that have been around long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Long.
You see it in
hundreds of years before you went and stuffed them all with all this everything that your men's stores have them. Right?
How much shoulder padding do your blazers have?
I bet if you ever looked at a cross section of one of those things.
Cross section of blazers. This is where we've gone. Cross sections of blazers.
Well, because I was looking it up. Unstructured versus structured, and they had one torn apart, and it had all this shit up in it to keep it like super stiff. I don't like that.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
I don't like it. It's something about it just doesn't go.
But I feel like one of the purposes of a blazer is to cut a sharp figure, and the sharpness of the yoke up there.
No, no. I don't think so. That's a suit. I think your suit should be crisp. I think your suit needs to be.
I think we're stating the obvious there.
Needs to be tight. But your blazer, your sport coat, you're just kicking it, man. You're just kicking it around. You want a little lapel going.
But you don't want to be rumpled.
In your jeans and a tee.
This is a little rumpled.
Come on, man.
This is a touch rumpled. This is a little rumply
because it's a hunting blazer. It's meant to be ruffled out the
woods. I have a problem.
No damn hunting blazer.
I have a problem with those pockets. and the way they're
I can see
hitting
that.
the hip.
Well,
The way they're hitting the hip is weird.
Here's the other thing. They're starting to go to the chore coat look with the pockets right here instead of like a blazer pockets coming in from the side or a suit pocket, right? They're coming right down, and it's meant to have that chore coat / sport coat look, like a cross in between the two.
I feel like I'm
right about it.
You're right.
I'm right about it.
I feel like these types of vendors are, it's like their marketing department is.
Got a picture of me on there.
No, they've got
my Dodge Ram.
They've got 007 Skyfall on loop, and they're watching that, and they're looking at the entire costume collection that was put together for Skyfall.
Yeah,
and it's like they want you to buy everything except for that, sawed-off double barrel that the butler brings at the end.
I saw something that it was the Skyfall. I don't remember if it was a blazer or what it was, but it was as worn in Skyfall or maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't Skyfall. I think it was Casino Royale or one of those. But yeah, they definitely push it. Hey, we're releasing this blazer that such and so costume. I don't think, what's funny is those costume designers, like, I don't think that they do all that. Like, it's all custom for
I'm sure
that show.
Yeah.
It's not like they go and buy anything from.
Could you imagine the clothing budget?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I think they make it. They make it all, and then somebody comes along and makes that same cut, and then issues it out, as whatever the Skyfall edition.